That is good banter.
And we're away.
Test. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 63 of Thy Good Banter podcast.
Banter.
And holy shit, we've got a fair bit to talk about today. We've both got a bit of a frog in our throat, so we're
On the butter menthols.
We're on the butter menthols. So if you hear them,
Aren't they? I haven't had those in years, but I remember when Mum or Dad used to have the butter menthols. You'd always flog a few of those. It didn't matter.
they're a good treat.
It reminds you of the cigarettes. Mum used to smoke cigarettes.
On the
darts
darts?
with the menthol.
Oh, the menthol.
Yeah, had a bit of a menthol tinge to them.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, they were nice. It was actually quite nice. Sucking a few of those down
Yeah,
when I was
must start
14.
smoking. Must start smoking.
Get in 'em.
My folks used to fucking really suck on the old death sticks. I tell you what, they loved them.
In the car, in the house.
Yeah, just inside, fucking.
Well, it didn't matter back then, did it?
Pour themselves a red after work. Start sucking through some darts and just discuss the day. Nothing like it. It's a good social activity, and more people should smoke.
Well, I must admit, like if you're a smoker, you tend to get more breaks. You get a bit more time. I'm going for a dart, whereas I never used to really smoke, so I had to just keep working.
It's certainly got some positives. But probably it does. It's not all cocaine and prostitutes, though.
I guess at the end of the day,
you
get more
often
you get more
die of
days
lung
off work.
cancer, which is
Lung
not ideal.
cancer and emphysema.
Yeah. So, look, pros and cons to everything.
It's hard to work when you're on a ventilator as well.
Yeah, true.
And oxygen.
True. So maybe hold off on the darts.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So,
What's going on, mate?
oh, mate, what isn't going on? There's a lot happening with the festival's just around the corner, so I did a trial show, and
So
thank
our
God.
shows, when this comes out, it's going to be a week until our shows. And if things stay the same, my first night is going to be pretty fucking poor.
Could be quiet. Could be
be real
quiet. But you're on
quiet.
straight after me,
Yep.
and I'm willing to say, or maybe we don't say this on air.
I don't know. What are you going to say?
If I say, people at my show, hey, if you want to hang around, go to Evans, because then they might not buy tickets to yours.
Yeah, if they're listening now,
They're
they
listening
probably
now.
won't. Maybe we'll feel what the show.
Yeah,
maybe they fix.
I'm sure you'll get a late run of ticket
I'll get a
sales
late
anyway.
run of tickets.
And anyway, got to fill 50 minutes to do a show at the Melbourne International Comedy
I feel like
Festival.
you're putting a bit of a voice on at the moment, like you're a bit of a character.
Am I?
Yeah, it feels like that.
Might be my pills.
It could be your pills. How are the pills going,
Pills
mate?
are going great. Do I sound like I've got a bit of a
Yeah,
character?
you sort of just sound like you're a bit of a character
Like
there.
I'm zigging and zagging?
Zigging and zagging, and you're
Bit upbeat.
not talking in your own voice.
What is my own voice? Whose voice am I talking with?
I reckon you're a little bit lower than that. What you're doing at
Is
the
it,
moment.
it might be the strepsil in my
Could be.
mouth affecting my tongue, which is affecting my vocal cords, which is affecting my voice.
Have you ever shelved a butter menthol?
Yeah, I just did it before. Why?
Yeah, no. One of my mates in Port Douglas, Matty Godden, he shelved a Werther. He put a Werther's original up his
How big are
ass
they?
one time. Oh, they're
About
round.
same size?
They're probably easier than the butter menthol because
Did,
butter menthol's a square. Werther's original, nice round edges.
Oh, okay, so that wouldn't be
Yeah.
too bad.
Probably the best spot to put a fucking Werther's original, actually. They are shit.
But it make your farts smell a little fresh, and
Maybe they would.
Werther's are they a bit chocolatey?
Yeah, and they're the old man, the old
Oh,
people. It seems
yeah,
like the
yeah.
old people's bloody lolly. I don't know if you call it a lolly. It's shit.
No, my boss sucks down the. How's my voice? Have I got my voice
I
back?
reckon you're better. Yeah.
So you didn't like that last voice?
Nah, I think you were just putting on something.
Well,
I just
I didn't feel like it. wasn't intentional.
okay, all right.
I'm going to get fucking complex now.
maybe I'm
Was it a bit radio voicey?
very radio. This is a podcast. It's not bloody Triple M. or-
Triple M coming to you live.
Coming
This
to
is
you
the,
live from the studio. We're going to be handing out icy cold cans of
Yeah,
Coke.
you can be the third caller. You could win $5 cash.
Tell us, when was the last time you shoved a Werther original up your ass?
Fifth caller gets.
Gets
I don't know.
a whole
I
packet.
don't know what's going on here, but all right. So we've gone about 3 topics so far and haven't even really finished one. So
No.
we'll work backwards. my boss has the fisherman's friends.
Oh, yeah. I like them.
Yeah. Oh, they're really
They
fucking burn your brain.
Shit.
Your balls.
Well, you put them in the wrong spot.
Okay. Really clean you out.
Mm.
He has them because
Smokes darts.
no, he quite often gets on the cans and doesn't want to smell like booze in the workplace.
Yeah, no, fair call.
Fair call.
Fair call.
What else?
Not just
before
the fisherman's
that?
friend.
It's his friend.
It's his friend.
It's everyone's friend.
It's everyone's friend.
Wonder why fisherman's friend? I guess because
You're on a boat. You're not brushing your teeth. If you're an actual, not one of these day fishermen who just go out in the bay and get selfies with their fucking rod and their nice clean water. If you're a proper fisherman, you
can't take a fucking toothbrush or a breath
I reckon
mint?
your dental hygiene is the least your fucking worries on a fishing trawler.
Maybe it's because they eat a lot of fish. And they get fish breath. It should be called Growler's friend.
I know.
That's a bit crook.
Yeah, that's a bit crook. If you put that together,
alrighty.
Tom's gone below the belt early.
Okay, so
But that's good.
call in if you've
Had
had
if
Growler's
you've
breath.
growled out a fisherman.
Ugh, yuck. All right. So, working our way back. Comedy Festival. Got to come
1 week away.
Got to come up with 50 minutes. So, we've been working on that over the last hour, over the last 12 months. I reckon I've pretty much got all the gear, but haven't done it all together. So because I've only done 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. You scatter the new jokes through a bit when you do it at a footy club, but haven't put it all together. So I thought, really want to give it a dry run before we go round one, opening night.
Yeah.
So,
because that's the thing. You round one, opening night, you haven't put it all together. You mentioned you had some stories that you hadn't tried yet. You tried a few. Tried this, but if you're going in there thinking this is my masterpiece, this is my finished product, and people are like, "Fuck, this is shit, mate.
This is awful." It's like the same way you'd play a practice match because you do all pre-season, everyone's hitting laces out, everything's working, and all of a sudden you put together as a team, and it just doesn't work together. Doesn't gel. So I want my show, all my jokes to be a team.
And gelling.
And I need them to gel. And anyway, so I thought, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ring Gav. Gav's involved in the Mitcham Footy Club.
How do you know Gav, mate?
Gav's a good guy. Gav gets me some gigs from time to time.
He's got me one.
Gav's
mover and shaker.
He's a bit of a mover and shaker about town. He likes his MCing.
Talks a big game, Gav.
Talks a big game.
He's a funny man, though.
He's a funny man.
He's
a good guy. He's a good guy. And anyway, so I know he's involved down the Mitcham Footy Club. I've done a few gigs there before. Seemed like a good crew.
Yep.
I know they've got a great room.
Good room, mate.
Great room. So that's important. So I thought I'll ring Gav and ask him if Thursday night after training, while they're waiting for the teams to be selected, everyone sits down with their dry as a bone palmies, and I get up and put on a free show. So
mate, you can't argue with that.
You can't argue with that. He's put the message out to his to a few of the supporters. So the room's packed. So it's probably about 70 people in there.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Probably about 70 people in the room, but I did this before with my Suburban Footballer show because before I did it at the Perth Fringe, I wanted to trial it. So I did it at a couple of footy clubs, and it was great. And it was
the Suburban Footballer.
It was the Suburban Footballer.
So it all is relatable.
It all relatable, but all of a sudden, this was different. I don't know. It was fucking rough. Like,
so, what's the setup? Like, usually when you go in, you set up the spotlights, you set up
no spotty.
No
the room, all the lights in the room
ugly
are on.
lights are on.
That's on me because I basically just saw the room and I thought, this will be all right. They had a great sound system, built-in sound system. Oh, that's another thing. New rooms. They've got new rooms, so
that's a worry.
Which probably didn't have quite the atmosphere of the old little brick rooms, but look, it was still good. I've got in there, and it was a tough gig. I do a joke because my festival show is called Three Styles. So the three styles are jokes, crowd work, and stories. And I tell three stories, and one of them is a 12-minute story that I've told on this podcast before, where I threw the egg at a DJ in school, and it exploded, and
he thought he'd been shot.
It was anyway. So I've written this story. I've been practicing for about 6 months, but I've never performed it. So I performed it for the first time on the night, and I got to tell you, 12 minutes without a laugh is a fucking long time. It was.
Yeah.
It was rough. And once you start, I couldn't. And people are just
fucking... people in Melbourne who'll go 12 minutes without a laugh and walk off like they're fucking Bill Burr and...
Yeah, not
Louis
me.
CK,
Not me.
No,
I was not enjoying it. I don't think anyone else in the room was enjoying it either. It was... So, look, I got some laughs. I did a bit of crowd work, but everyone's sober as a judge, so no one's making eye contact with me. Spoke to one bloke. He just looked like he didn't want to fucking talk to me. It was
How old was he?
30, 32.
Okay.
Asked him about his kids. And,
and he clearly didn't want a bar.
Did not want to...
Did you look a bit like pedophile-ish, the way you were dressed up? Or did you look like you might have been a pedo? No, he was a bit protective?
No, not at all. No, it wouldn't have been that, I don't think. But anyway, so the gig was... I can really appreciate him letting me come down, but it was dog shit. So I think I've heard this many times before. You get a lot more out of a bad gig than you do out of a good gig.
It's like a bad route, mate.
Yeah, you learn something.
You learn something. You know where you're going wrong.
So
you got to last longer.
So yeah, if it had been good, I just would have gone home and that was the show. But that night I sat down. I had to restructure. I fucked the egg joke off. That's gone. That's
I reckon the egg joke though could still work in a. Because you got to look at them. They're not a comedy crowd. They're a bunch of blokes who have come off after a Thursday. They just want to get home, mate.
Mate, they want to get home. There's no doubt.
They want to get home.
I was stopping them from getting home.
Mate, you know when you used to play football on a Thursday night, blokes, seriously, mate, sometimes you're hanging around for the teams for fucking 3 hours. You go, what are these dickheads doing? Surely you know who's in the team now. They just want to get home. It's not like the old days where you're drinking piss.
No.
Till 2 o'clock in the morning. Kids, they want to get home and get on their PlayStation or get home and, have a wank or...
Do something.
They don't want to listen to Tom Siegert talking about his 3 styles. I don't give a shit, mate. Jam your styles.
Oh, and also, so I had this board with all the 3 styles. So when I'd do jokes, I'd have this big board and it would say jokes. Then I'd go crowd work and I'd crowd work. And anyway, that...
So, well, they're probably thinking, what kind of fucking idiot is he taking us
anyway,
for?
That board...
We know that's a joke, you fucking dickhead.
That board, which took me about 5 hours to make the other day, that's in the bin now. So the board's gone. The egg joke's gone. I've restructured it, and I reckon it's good to go. So I copped it up the arse at Mitcham, but it was the belting I needed to get in shape. You don't learn anything from a 200-point win.
You don't, mate. You learn nothing. So that's good that you've done. It was Gav. What was his summation? He's very honest.
No, well, Gav was good. Because Gav was the one, mate. Because Gav's seen me do stand up before with his suburban footballer.
He knows you're funny.
He knows I'm funny. He can tell a joke. So he's been selling this. He's been putting on the social media saying, "Get down to the club. Tommy's going to be great." And anyway, I reckon about 11 minutes into me 12-minute joke without a laugh. I'm looking at him out the eye and he's going, "Oh," you just see him going, "Oh, fucking hell, I'll vouch for this bloke. This guy's fucked me reputation down here." But at the end, it did end up on a bit of a high. And then he's come up and, mate, he was great. He goes, "Mate, I reckon the egg joke drags on a bit." And I said, yeah, that's a good call. And so I've moved a bit of shit around. And now I'm, the festival's good. The festival
all right, great. Well, that's exciting,
I think it's good
mate.
To go. Yeah, so that's good. That's good. What about yourself, mate? Anything exciting?
Mate, well, I had some ripping. I had 3 gigs over the weekend. Was away with the old Nelson, the Nelson twins there.
Nelson triplets. Good
Juzzy
guys.
and Chriso. Chriso living up in Deception Bay up there. And Juzzy in between the both. So... we got out to Campbell's Creek, 5 Flags Hotel. Campbell's Creek. It's just near Castlemaine.
That's at God's Country.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's a good spot. I thought you might have thought it was somewhere else. You know what you're like with directions. You thought Eden was 2 hours from Melbourne.
Well,
so
we can discuss
get back to that later. So you just got to love a country pub and country publicans.
Oh, there's nothing better.
It's just... it's great. Sorry, I thought you were going to go on a bit more there. But
There's nothing better.
There's nothing better.
I went to a pub, the commercial hotel in Fitzroy yesterday. And
that's not country.
No, but it looked like a country pub. It was beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Great pub, yeah.
That's good. But anyway, about a month ago, I did a gig up in Heathcote, and the boys had come from this Five Flags pub. They thought, all right, we've locked in this gig for this Thursday.
Yep.
Obviously Thursday in a month, which we just did then.
Yep.
I said, oh, beautiful. I said, anyway, looking forward to the gig. But they'd just eaten. They'd eaten at the pub.
The boys, the Nelson twins.
Yep. They'd eaten when they locked the gig in about a month ago.
Yep.
I said, how was the food? Now, Juzzy's a bit... Have you heard what he's eating at the moment?
He's gone vegan?
He's gone vegan. He's gone dairy free. He's gone mates free. He's chewing on almonds. He's on the lettuce. It's no good. So I think what he had gummy shark off the menu.
Gummy shark
in Campbell's Creek.
Okay, so is this my theory?
Yep. Run through it. What's your theory?
Well, you only eat seafood
when
you're within 50 kilometres of the ocean.
Yeah, so Campbell's Creek's near Castlemaine. Castlemaine's nowhere near the fucking beach. And mind you, when was the last time you saw gummy shark on a fucking menu at a fish and chip shop even?
Gummy shark?
Gummy shark.
Is flake gummy shark?
I think flake isn't even shark. I mean, I think
flake shark.
Well, they sell it as shark, but you reckon it is shark? Like, where are they getting all this fucking shark from? Like, where do they catch this shark? Maybe.
Well, shark's pretty big. You get a few bits of.
Yeah, well, that's true, but are they really? Is it really shark? Sure. Is that fresh flake? You reckon?
I think so.
Okay. All right, maybe it is.
Fuck checker.
Fuck checker.
Where
do they get flake from?
Ring in.
Because it just seemed like there wouldn't be that many shark in the bloody. I don't know.
Well, how do they? Like, if you get a massive net. Like if you're dragging net, Bay. You can't like set it to whiting and only catch whiting. I mean, you are catching.
Oh, you're catching fucking
gummy shark.
You're getting fucking
kids,
scuba divers,
fucking all sorts of shit.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of bycatch that gets caught, and that's the thing.
Bycatch.
Well, bycatch is the stuff that gets caught in the nets that isn't meant to be getting caught.
What doesn't buy mean?
BY.
Oh, buy.
But bycatch. Oh. Yeah, it's not like they're actually paying for the catch.
Oh, I was thinking bisexual catch.
Oh, mate. Yeah. Everything's fucking in the net, mate.
Yeah.
So that's all right. So you catch a bit of everything. So we're not. I know what the problem is here. We've tried to work out the farming shit. We had no idea with that.
So now we're moving on to the ocean.
We're moving on to the ocean.
We're really knowledgeable about
fucking that up.
About marine life.
So, and what Chrissy Nelson got, he got a prawn ravioli or something.
Okay. Oh, that sounds delicious.
That sounds good.
Oh, but
it's not near the ocean.
Fucking prawns.
Not near the ocean either. They said it was the most horrific meal they've fucking ever had. Horrific. Yeah, so this is a month ago. So what they said, we've got a meal there, but fucking remember what happened last time. Maybe eat before you go there.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I got a shred before the wedding.
Yep.
So maybe I'll eat and then just vomit it back up.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
So you get the flavour.
You get the flavour and then it comes back up. You get it the second time on the way out. But had the meal. I had a burger. The boys had their meals. The meals were spot on.
Oh, beautiful. So what happened last time? Shit, chef.
I don't know what the chef was doing. They said it was very sloppy. The gummy shark was sloppy. The prawn ravioli was fucking shit ass, but they're back on board.
So the gummy shark and prawns must have been frozen.
Must have been frozen. That's what's happened, and they're going, oh shit,
okay,
fucked it all up.
So he's totally redeemed himself.
He redeemed himself. Good food. Get there to the Five Flags, and when you rock up, his name's what's his name? Paul and Leone, the owners of the Five Flags, doing a great job. Hey, Paulie, how's ticket sales going?
Yep.
He goes, Oh, fuck. How many tickets you got booked? He goes, we're not fucking sure, actually, because what they had people booked in for dinner. It was the old ring up kind of thing, and they weren't sure if they're coming to the show. So just love his honesty. He's just, we're not fucking sure, actually. So
okay.
He's not Don't know what's happening.
He's running a tight ship.
He's running a tight ship, old Paul. He's got to worry about the gummy shark.
Yeah, he's finally
the gummy
cleaned up.
shark's on the nose.
He's cleaned up the kitchen.
Now
His ticket sales have gone to the ship.
He's got to work out.
Can't do everything.
Nah, that's it, mate. He's just one man. So, but he gets in there.
What's Leonie doing?
Leonie, she's worried about the prawns.
Okay, so she's on prawn duty.
She's on prawn duty. So, but get in there.
Prawns.
50 people packed into a beautiful little room.
Just on prawns.
Yeah.
Don't have another food.
You got to rip its tail off?
No, it's acceptable to serve up with its shit connected to it.
That's fair call. It's fair call.
Well, if you've got a steak with a big cow's poo bag hanging off the side, you'd be fucking taking it back.
You would. Yeah. No, there's not many.
You get a prawn, it's got a big strip of shit down the back, and you just go, I'll just rip it out and fucking dip it in the sauce.
Some people don't even rip it out.
No, I've eaten this shit.
Yeah,
Sometimes it couldn't
well,
be.
it's not much, is it?
No, because if you get the good drag, you get it out, but if it snaps halfway, I'm like, lead up.
Sometimes you drag the poo bag out and you drag half the prawn out, and in the end, there's fuck all prawn.
Yeah.
So prawns are one of those ones. It's too much effort, not enough reward.
Oh, I don't know.
Reward?
Big reward. I like
a lot of effort though as well.
Lobster's the most overrated food on the planet.
Lobster
Although
could be.
Lobster tails, fuck, get on this. Christmas, every New Year's, Aldi does lobster tails, $10, and they're
already done.
You get a dob of garlic
butter,
sauce, garlic butter. You just pop it on, put it in the oven. Mate, it's magic.
Okay.
That's best. I haven't had a lot of lobster, but that's the best lobster I've ever had. Aldi, get on that Christmas.
Maybe I'll let Paul and Leonie know about the bloody lobster tails because
Aldi,
get off the gummy shark.
Aldi,
but
I think it's Aldi.
Great gig, and right from the start, up and about, first joke, bang, boom, hits me in the face.
There's energy in the room.
This is going to be totally different from Mitcham, mate.
Yeah,
totally
no
different.
energy there.
Nah, I was talking to a bloke about his kids. He was loving it. I'm going over to see him this week. So
yep, Des said you had a beauty.
Oh, it was good fun, mate. Twins were on fire. Desi was on fire. So that's a win. Chalk it up as a win.
One from one.
One for comedy. So that's good. Next day, we drove back to Juzzy's joint in Sunbury. Next day, we're going to the Royal Hotel in Seymour.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got some mates down in Seymour, and I the Royal Hotel was Seymour. Their pubs don't scream class and whatever, but
don't need class to have a comedy night.
No, that's true. That's true.
People.
That's it. People, alcohol. So we set up another great room. Another great room at the Royal Hotel. Right from the start again. Probably about 45, 50 people in there. First joke.
Bang.
Boom. We're on here.
Hit him between the eyes.
Hit him between the eyes. It's lubed up. It's things are gelling. Things are clicking.
Yep.
A few mates down there and got onto a little bit of gold in the crowd.
Oh, good.
A little bit of gold in the crowd because before the show, I was chatting to a bloke who was my good mate Coxie, who was my first coach up in Port Douglas. He lives
balls like rocks.
Oh, big hard balls, Coxie, and he was my first coach in Port Douglas.
Yep.
Lives down in Seymour. He came down, caught up with a few of his mates.
Yep.
One bloke, Chris, who I think he started pretty early. On the piss, Chris.
Yep. So that's a Friday night.
That's a Friday night. So before the show, he was just getting a little loose with work, maybe a bit not slurry, but just dropping a few letters off and, sort of shake his hands, a bit of a not wet fishish, not gummy shark sort of action, but but
he's on his way.
He's on his way. And during the show, getting a bit vocal. Putting it out there. Chriso's thinking, he's on the poster kind of thing.
Yep.
But he's wearing a shirt. The check shirt. The check shirt. It's always a bit of a risk, the check shirt.
Checkered shirt?
Checkered shirt.
Yeah, I've got a couple of check shirts.
Yep. So, looking at it, check shirt.
Flannel?
A little flannelly.
Yeah, okay.
Not full flannel, not bogan flannel.
Yeah.
Trying to dress up flannel.
Yeah, nice. Cash, but a little classier than a little classy in a t-shirt.
Classy in the t-shirt, but very tableclothy.
Okay. Yep.
So I said, bang.
Chriso,
let's looks like you're wearing a fucking tablecloth, mate.
Got him.
Boom. Bang.
Put him in his place.
Crowd goes up.
Chriso goes down.
And for the rest of the day, rest of the show, it's fucking tablecloth. Shut the fuck up, tablecloth. There's another bloke on the right that Des sort of got stuck into. I think his name was maybe Mitchie,
yep.
who so on the left we had a group of guys, Chris and that, who had been drinking.
Okay.
On the right we had a group of guys,
they've been drinking.
Mitchie, who'd been drinking, but they were in various stages of their. These blokes were going downhill. These blokes were drinking on the right, Mitchie, and the younger blokes, they're going uphill, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So I reckon there might have been a bit more than just the drinks happening.
So Dunnies, not just to do a piss. That's
no. But Mitchie was fired up, and Desi got onto him, and he was like he said, he was a scraper driver. So Desi had a bit of fun with that.
Scraper driver.
Yeah,
that big scraper.
The big scraper on the road.
Yeah.
Like on the road gang, the grader. The grader.
Funny story. Got a mate back in Wodonga who owns a bit of heavy machinery, that sort of stuff, and doesn't mind punching a cone, this guy. Would have been about 21, 22. He used to go out and just work these country roads basically by himself.
Good on him.
And he'd be out just making these roads by himself,
just
like rolling
getting rid of the potholes.
Anyway, Monday morning,
dead bodies.
Monday morning, probably had a big weekend. Couple of cones before he gets on the heavy machinery. He's on the big roller, so he's just got to roll up and down this road. Rolling. And it goes slow. Like this thing goes fucking
real
slow.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's sitting on there. He's punched a couple of cones. He's gone on, and he's just fucking nodded off. And he's woken up. He said 45 minutes later, he's fucking made this, and he's gone off the road, and he's gone through this fucking through this like paddock, this wheat paddock, and he's just made this fucking this flat like crop duster through the fucking.
Maybe that's not. You know how they used to think it was like UFO circles or whatever. It's just fucking stone roller drivers.
It was just him fucking passed out behind the wheel. But mate, he told it. Geez, it's funny when he told it because he had to reverse it up, and he's going, oh fuck, hope no one comes, and this thing's reversing at about 3 k's an hour, reversing back up, and then he had to go in and fucking feather up all the everything he'd fucking knocked down, rebuilding fences. Fuck, funny guy.
That's good. So, Mitch, it might have been you. I don't know this guy's name, but they were fired up.
Well, maybe we shouldn't say his name.
Maybe we shouldn't say his name.
We've outed him for doing coke in the Dunnies.
No. Oh, well, I didn't say that, but they were up and about. Maybe they had a few ADHD pills.
Maybe
that's what they had.
Good.
Good stuff. But then, hang around after, beers, stayed the night, and sort of pulled up at. Chrissy Nelson said it was about maybe 3:45. So that's
AM.
Yeah,
that's a big night. Where do you go in Seymour till 4 AM?
No, you just stay in the pub.
Okay.
When you're staying there. So that's what we
did.
did.
Cool. Can't kick you out if you're staying there.
So things are going well. We're 2 from 2, mate. These are pumping. Desi's on fire. The
100%.
twins are on fire. Comedy is on fire, mate. This is great.
Yep.
We get to Katandra Football Club.
Katandra, never heard of it.
Nah, neither had I. But it's near Shepparton.
Okay.
Near Shepparton, we go, set up the gear, and I'm feeling a little shabby.
Flat as a tack.
Flat as a shit card as that. We set everything up. We get back there, and sort of young bloke Zane, he's the one Juzzy's dealing with, and he's like,
yep.
All right, we're going to have meals at 6:30, and fuck, boys, if you guys just want to fucking kick it off at about 15:15, I said it was going to start at about 8 p.m. on the poster.
Yep.
But they don't seem too fussed. They don't fucking kick it off early if you want.
People turn up halfway through it.
Yeah, that's good. So we said, we'll start at 8. We'll start at 8.
Good call.
Split it into 3 brackets. A lot of young blokes up the front, 17, 18, 19, kids, mate.
Yep.
Kids.
Just kids.
All right, so you know how you do you're right there, mate?
This bloody COVID, it's
hanging around.
Yeah, the COVID's gone, but I've still got a big
tickle.
Wad of something down my throat. Anyway.
Anyway, so you know how you do your little 5-minute, 2-minute, 5-minute call. All right, comedy's about to start. Go to the bar.
Yeah.
Get your drinks.
You got to do it.
Get into it.
I hate it when people don't do it.
You got to do it.
Because otherwise, you're sitting there, you got 3 mils of beer left, you need a piss, and you need a dart, and all of a sudden they say show starting, and you're stuck there, and your heart's not in it. You need everyone to be
in it.
Everyone sitting down, content.
That's it.
They got full attention.
Full attention, empty bladder.
Full attention, empty bladder, ADHD.
Full cans.
Pills.
There you go. So, do that. You ready for a big night of stand-up comedy? Fucking about 3 people go, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not what you want. Now, that's it.
Did you give them the second one? Did you go, come on,
guys,
on, you can do better than that.
Ready for a big night of stand-up comedy? Oh, God. And there's a lot of people in there. So I'm thinking, that's not a great sign. Give them the 3 minutes. All right. And I do my own intro. Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Cassandra Footy Club, we'll go crazy. Welcome to stage, Evan Hocking.
Nothing.
A bit. Stop by the time I get to the stage. So you're like,
come on, Cassandra.
And just got these a kid, he looked about 10.
Yep.
He looked about 10. So pump out a few jokes. And, when you do, you got your jokes you've been opening with, you're like, yeah. If they're on, they're on. They've been on the last 2 nights.
Yep. You know they work.
They work. First joke, second joke, Get to sort of the, third or fourth joke, didn't hit, and I'm like, we're in trouble here.
Are you looking over at Des and Chris and Justin, and they're
sort of looking at the young blokes
car
in the crowd and thinking, I think I'm going to have to shit on you.
Yep.
I think you're in trouble when you're a minute in and you're fucking shitting on the crowd already.
Yeah.
I pick out young Bailey. He looks about 15. I go, what's going on? You got pubes, you little fucker, and this and that.
Yeah, really.
I go to this bloke. He looks like Harry Potter. I'm like, what's going on, Harry? And ripping here, ripping there, zigging and zagging. They're sort of like, that's kind of funny. I think a lot of them.
And he's an asshole.
Yeah, they think I'm an asshole. They think I'm a dickhead. They're looking at me going, I don't get this guy. What is going on? I even pulled out. I hadn't done the tramp stamp joke for the whole trip.
Yep.
I thought I didn't need it.
No.
I didn't need it. I know that. I pulled it out early, and what happened? They screamed and said, so-and-so up the back's got a tramp stamp. So I bring him down. I go, I need something to fucking chew up some time here.
Fuck, you're doing interviews on stage.
I'm doing interviews on stage. He goes, all right, I'll run up there. I said, mate, take your time.
Take your time.
While everyone's clapping, I've got to fill 15 up top here, and it's not going that well. So I get him up there. He's got some little fucking shitty tramp stamp on there.
Yep.
I'm riffing with him, and then it's
just
going
killing
down.
time.
It's killing time. I get after 15 minutes, I'm sweating. I've gone through 45 minutes material. I go,
shit yourself.
Whoo! I've shit myself. I get off, and holy shit! That didn't go how we wanted.
No.
So, but I've got to get back out there.
Yep.
Desi's come in. He goes, geez, you're working hard. I go, I know, Des. I know. Look at this sweat, mate. Look at this sweat.
I know, Des. I was up there.
I was up there.
And
when you're not quite feeling right, and you go, what? Oh, man. It was all over the joint. So I get up there again. I hit them with a few big guns. Went back to the crowd a bit.
Because sometimes gigs can be, like, you can come out in the second half and it's like a completely different gig. It's quite an amazing thing, and I can't really work out what it is. Sometimes everyone can have a tough one in the first, and even the MC, it's like something happens.
Something happens, like they're on board.
It's like
again.
They get it. They're like, we're at a comedy show.
So it was also the past Players' Day. They had a reunion, so there's those blokes talking up the back. There's a bit of this, and what I found was it was just like kids, these young punks, just touching each other and punching each other. There were girls on a table to the right who were just playing on their phones. I'm like, what
these people?
Fuck is going on here? Cassandra. Yeah, Cassandra. So Desi gets up, and even he got off and said, fuck, I was working hard. I was just looking.
Yep. Is everyone doing their time, or is everyone
doing
bailing?
their time? Oh, probally not as much as what.
no sticky feet.
No sticky feet when it's not going that well. And I think, twins get on. And they were working hard. It was mainly crowd improv. And it's one of those gigs where you think, if anyone was filming that, we'd be fucked. We'd be fucked. We've dropped the F-bomb. Des was calling them retards.
I cringe at some of the footage that must be out there of me just copping it up the arse. Or just, quite often,
The Twins said one of the netball captains had AIDS or something like that. But you just do what you do to get through on a gig like that.
Through, yeah.
So
if you actually break it down and out of context, listen to what comes out your mouth. It's horrific. That's horrific.
So this is how I finished the night because I've got to go wind it up.
Yeah.
Wind it up. And I wasn't really in the mood to give him a real pump up, but I said, all right, thanks for coming out. Give it up for yourselves for, live comedy. It's great stuff. Give it up. Nelson Twins, Desi Dowling.
Yep.
And good luck to all teams this year. Football, netball. Hopefully you win a flag. And then what you can do, you can come back in 10 years, have a reunion, and talk through the next fucking comedy night.
Did that get a laugh?
That got a laugh, mate. That got a great laugh.
Finally.
Yeah.
So they realised. They've probably got nothing to compare it with, but sometimes you can just tell.
This is the other way from...
Did they get pumped or what happened?
They lost. They're a very young team. Coach is young. I felt like it was a total opposite. It was almost like I told them at one stage, I said, you guys have got to get on the ice. Fucking get into it. Like, go down to Shepparton in the break. Get a hook up and fucking get on the ice. So you start getting up and about.
Just do something.
Instead of look at me like I'm bloody fucking gummy shark or something.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Soggy gummy shark.
But still good. They were happy with it.
As long as they're happy. Sometimes
they seemed happy with it.
Yeah, they're happy. They've made money.
They made money.
Yep.
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 So anyway, what else you got, mate?
Oh, mate, I could talk all day. Well, I'm hungover today. That's a fact. Last night, yesterday, we met at the pub, Commercial Hotel in Fitzroy. What's that noise?
Someone breaking in the joint.
Can you hear that? I think it's
it's the seat, mate.
The seat. It's my seat.
It's a seat.
Squeaky seat.
Yep.
I thought it was a bird.
Squeaky seat.
In
the roof.
Commercial Hotel with 4 mates.
Great.
4 great mates. A couple down from Queensland. All the partners are there. All the kids are there. We got the pub to ourselves. There's no one else in this pub. So kids are fucking running amok.
It's great.
Climbing trees. Turning... There's tellies there. They've
serving pots.
got their own remote. They're pulling beers.
Great.
Buddy, good times. Making buddy
cocktails.
Cowboys. It's good
Great.
times. So they're running them up. Us boys, a lot of us have to work the next day. So
is that a bird?
It's
your seat.
Seat.
It's your seat. Jesus.
It seems to be getting worse though. Is there a bird in my seat?
Yeah.
Is there a bird at my arse?
It may be.
That'd be strange noise, isn't it? Anyway. So. All right, let's get on the mids. Let's get on the mids.
Smart call, mate. You're over 40.
Call.
You got to do it.
We mind getting on the mids, bloody oath. We're all in our 40s. We've got responsibilities. Let's get on the mids. So we're on they don't have it on tap. No mids on tap, so we're drinking the cans.
On tap.
No, it was a weird joint.
That's weird. Maybe that's why no one was in there.
Yeah, and the food was appalling.
Okay.
So,
what are they serving? Gummy shark?
I don't know what it was, but not great.
Too many pubs that fuck food up these days.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so on the mids, going down. This is good. Drinking away. 5 mids in. This is great. We've got a bit of a buzz on. We're getting chirpy, but we're not getting too pissed.
It's good.
We're going to be fine
Stay
tomorrow. We don't want to go out after this because we're not too pissed. This is great. Going up to get the another shout. Another 5 bloody mid strengths. Thanks. She goes to the fridge, comes back. We're all out of mid strength.
Jesus.
You drank us out of mid strength.
What, fucking...
I said...
20 cans.
I said, what? She must have... Maybe they just had a slab. So I was like, you're out of fucking mid-strength. And she said, we're all out of mid-strength. What else do you want? So, what else you got? And she said, we've just got Carlton Draft. We've got Carlton Draft on tap.
Okay.
I said, all right. Give us 5 pints of Carlton Draft.
Oof.
So I've gone back.
In it.
That's about 5 o'clock. Fucking rest is history. We got spastic and we're at the casino at 2 a.m.
Okay.
So
is it the decline when you go
from the mids? Sliding doors moment. If we'd have kept drinking mids, I wouldn't have gone out. I would not have gone out.
You wouldn't have felt like it.
I just would have felt starting to get a bit tired.
You would have had to go to a piss every 10 seconds.
All of a sudden, you have 5 or 6 pints of draft, mate. Tam goes, we better get home at 6 o'clock. I'm not fucking going home.
I'm not going home.
I'm ready to go.
You got work tomorrow, Tom.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit, Tammy. You hit the
work.
kids.
You got to live.
Buddy, you
got to live.
over. You kicked me.
So we've gone into the casino, and woo, the city was going off last night. End of Grand Prix.
F1, mate.
Oh, everyone. Tell you what, it's like I don't know whether it was just because it was Grand Prix, but everyone pissed on those scooters. Those things are people were racing them up and down the side of the casino.
Dangerous.
That can't be safe, those things. Like pissed people going around on those just off their chops.
Well, I think it's just the volume of traffic as well, Tom.
Yeah,
like you're gonna kill someone on the scooter, which, wouldn't be too bad in the city sometimes,
Yeah, you could lose a few,
just
but
lose a few cockheads, but
it's they were I was actually, this is how pissed I was. I was trying to get one. I was going to ride it home. I was going to ride it like 20.
To Bentley.
Yeah.
What up? Would you take CityLink? You reckon?
I don't think they've got e-tags.
Nah. But I could fuck around here, but I think they run out of it's like a they've got
out of range.
Out of range. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they had them in Darwin when I was up there.
Yep.
And I was going to take it to Alice Springs, but they said, fuck.
I would have run out of range. I'll say you can only
you can only go a certain amount of.
But that would have got me some of the way there.
Yeah, would have got some of the way there, and
so but luckily I was too pissed. I couldn't even work the fucking thing. I couldn't even put my helmet on.
Well, you've got to you wouldn't have been able to load up the app. You need an app for them.
Do you?
Yeah, that would have fucked you right up.
People were trying to help us, and there was no chance. So I got in the cab, got home, woke up this morning, felt like shit, and struggled through the day.
And any backdraft on this from Tam or anything like that?
No, she's
good.
Yeah,
Enjoy yourself.
I don't
That's
go
good.
out that often these days. So she was happy for me. Not a lot of sympathy in the morning.
You never do. Never do.
That's life.
That's good.
Life.
That's all right,
though. Quickly. Jeepers.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
So so Saturday night.
Yeah.
So this is back during the week.
Yes.
I got a gig booked in Eden, and I knew I had a gig in Eden, but I guess I don't think I really knew where Eden was. Like, I knew it was a bit of a distance.
Clearly not.
But I think I was thinking it was about 3 hours.
That's sort of a few fishermen's friends up there, mate.
Eden's
a bit of a fishies.
I'd get the gummy shark.
You get the gummy shark in Eden. You wouldn't get it in Campbell's Creek. Prawn risotto, you'd do that, and you'd.
So I've
get right into it.
So the week of the gig, I'll put in Google Maps, find out what time I got to leave. Probably 3 or so hours before the gig. Google Maps, I got 6 hours and 45 minutes to get to Eden.
Yeah, mate.
I was like, jeepers, that's I'm not going to be able to do that. That's a long way to drive by oneself. But fortunately, I'm on the ADHD pills, and pop one of them in the morning. Mate, I could have driven to fucking Darwin. This is I do actually think they're making me able to focus on one thing more. A few little things are happening. A few little things are happening.
Yep.
That I'm like, maybe that wouldn't have happened before. And Tam, actually, we had a pool guy come around to look at our backyard.
So you focused on, what part of him did you focus on? His cock? Or?
No, I just stared at his penis the whole time. And Tammy said, don't do that. That's very rude.
That's very unprofessional.
So
he does have a nice cock.
So he came around. Tam actually said he went out the car to get his notepad and shit, and Tam goes
and to put the fucking file a sexual assault case.
So Tam said, "You really seem to be concentrating here, because normally I'd be just looking around. Going, when's this guy going? I wonder who Collingwood playing on the weekend? Like, what was that girl's name in year 5? I'm just thinking all over the shop. But but I was concentrating, and she goes, did you have your pills? Because you seem to be really concentrating. I said, I am. 10. I think I'm absorbing this. And what I did on the way up there, I thought I'm going to run through my festival show from start to finish, just say it out loud.
Yeah.
Right?
Didn't
in the car.
Scrap the egg story?
So without the egg story, because that was the Thursday night. This was Saturday, so I'm rearranging it. So I've rearranged it. Now I'm going to run through it in the new format.
You're getting laughs in the car.
As many as I was getting at Mitcham, that's for sure. But anyway, normally if I did that, I think I would get 5 minutes in and go, Wonder what the footy score is, or start thinking about something else.
What's going
on?
But
I went, did the whole thing, and I don't reckon I would have done that without the pills.
Nah, good.
So look, they're not they are. They're changing.
Well, they're helping.
They're helping.
You're taking them at the same time each day, Tom.
Yes, I have them in the morning with something to eat.
Great.
About 8 o'clock, about 7:30 every morning.
Yeah, nice, mate.
Yep.
That's good. You're getting into a rhythm. You're getting into a routine.
I'm not going to have them every day.
Not every day.
No. I think they helped me with the hangover today too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I could have done with a few of those on Saturday. I've been good.
So, but yeah, they're very cokey. Like you get the.
Well, maybe.
You do feel a bit like you're high.
Maybe,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it's good, and when you've got the script for it, it doesn't feel as bad when it's legal. Yeah, and it's not like you're snorting them off a bloody toilet bloody seat.
No
need
to
5
snort
in the morning.
What if you could snort them? Because the capsule,
you could crush them up.
No,
Do you know
no need to crush them. You just got to take the capsule.
Oh yeah, you just empty out the capsule and tip it on the bench. And
I was wondering today, if I get pulled over by the cops, am I going to go positive for meth? Because it's amphetamine.
I'm probably I don't reckon we're going to solve it talking to ourselves.
No.
Big D.
Big D.
You might not be able to play AFL football. Surely there'd be something in those that'd be illegal on the AFL ban list.
Yeah, it'd have to be. But I tell you what, they're a good time. Good time. And they sort of go in waves. They seem to go in, because it's a slow release over 8 hours. Yeah. And I sort of, they're like, and then, here we go. Little waves. Interesting drug.
I like it. So this is a positive. So this is a positive?
I think it's a positive.
It's positive.
I don't know. But anyway, so I arrived. I thought I can't do this in one trip, but it turns out I had the pills I could anyway. I said I can't drive all the way home. That's insane in the membrane. So what I'm going to do is drive halfway back because I'm normally G'd up after a gig.
Yep.
Am I talking normal now? Or have I still got my
you're
voice
talking
on?
good.
So on the way up, I stopped at Bairnsdale.
Yeah, nice.
Got a hotel in Bairnsdale, $110, and
it would have been a shithole.
It was fucked. It was a disgrace.
You don't get much for 110 these days.
It was awful.
Back in the day, you think 110, that'll be clean. You'll get the little wrapper, the little piece of paper over the toilet lid. You'll get some clean soap. You'll get a nice clean bed. But now 110, that's fucking cum stains and blood on the walls.
You can tell a shit hotel if it's got
a receptionist who smokes in the reception area.
No, it was this little Asian guy. Couldn't even speak English. I said, do you even fucking work here, mate? Like he didn't know what he was doing.
Do you want prawn risotto?
Yeah. And so he was off his head, this little Asian bloke working the door.
He's obviously a sex slave or something like that.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
So you know a shit hotel when it's got a material shower curtain.
Oh,
that's fucking gross.
Oh,
imagine I'm in the next day, in the morning. I've got it's fucking clinging to me, and I'm like, how many fucking naked bodies has this thing clung to?
And you just wonder if they've got that. Like, how are they putting their sheets on a fucking heavy clean, or are they just running them? Are they just basically putting them under the tap, drying them out, and then putting them back on the bed?
Oh, mate, I reckon sometimes they're just looking over and going,
yeah, there's no cum.
I reckon that's
in there. Actually,
good.
there
Flick
is.
A little
that's
pube
white.
off there, and
blends in.
Yep, and that's good. That's good. Yeah, I can quite often they're just not just straighten it up. Happy days. No one will know. No one will know. No. So that was a bad joint. But so I finished
Did you
up.
Sleep all right? Because sometimes you go, what's going to happen here?
No, it was pretty good.
Okay, good sleep.
Not a bad sleep.
Good sleep.
I was pretty tired after that 3-hour drive back. But had a great gig in Eden. The opening of the new Rums. They were up and about. Met the biggest bogan I've ever met in my life. His name was Jason. He had a hat that said drinking rums and chasing mums.
Was it chasing? It might have been even more into it, mightn't it?
It had all these.
Saw it on the. We'll get it on the.
Drinking rums and
Banging Mums?
Banging Mums?
No,
It wasn't chasing, it was banging.
Nah, was
it banging?
Slamming Mums or?
I don't know, but this guy had a mullet.
Yeah.
He had his car. You should have seen his fucking car. It was one of those ones where you go to the Denny Ute muster.
Oh, so he spent more money on his car than he has on his house.
Yeah, mate.
One of
he
those
was
type of blokes.
He was a good guy.
Ah, what do you reckon it is? His hat.
Drinking rums and banging mums.
Nah, and tuning mums.
Oh, yeah.
Tuning's good because tuning doesn't imply sex. It sort of does, but it's a nice way of saying it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just tuning mums.
Yeah, just tuning.
Just tuning.
She's a bit out of tune, so just tinkering.
What's going on?
There.
She's out of tune. I'll get her in tune. Oh,
So that was great. Great crew. Good crowd. They made good money off the night. The only negative, there's nothing they can do about this. Brand new rooms. Fucking concrete floor.
Concrete floors.
Fuck.
Bad design. And that's not the actual... Well, concrete floors in full-on footy rooms are no good. You remember the old when you used to have the screw-in studs? Blokes would be bloody going over. It looked like bloody Disney on ice.
Put down some fucking carpet.
Get
just
it in
the
there.
Acoustics. Like you walked in there, and when I first got there were about 8 people just sitting there. And it sounded like there were 108, like 1,008, just echoey and clean. But luckily, they had a good inbuilt sound system, so that sort of made up for it. And they were a very polite crowd, so they listened. If we'd have had many chatters, it would have been a big
struggle.
old bag of dog poo.
But,
But great gig. Thanks to Eden for having me. Their season doesn't start for a couple of weeks. They were sitting top of the ladder last year before the season was called off. So
they got unfinished business.
Unfinished business.
Hey, let's get in them, rip in them. What are they called? The Eden fishmongers?
No, it was something. It was something I'd never heard of before.
Okay.
I'm never going to guess it.
No, you're never going to get it. No, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it.
They presented me with a jumper, special.
And you still can't fucking remember what they were.
Remember. Fucking hell.
They were going to name the canteen after me.
I said, guys, I don't even know your name.
I don't even know what you are. I've never heard of that
this lovely
animal.
jumper, because that ball bushfires up
Marlins?
Marlins. No, definitely not the Marlins.
No, you've heard of Marlins.
Nah. So it was a special jumper with all the towns involved in the bushfires.
Oh, that's good.
And on the way, I was about to leave. Every single person walked past. You better watch out for deer. You're driving home. Better watch out for deer. So I just shit myself the whole 3 hours home and didn't even see a deer
one.
or a rabbit or a kangaroo, nothing.
Maybe
I was just taking the piss.
Let's fuck Tommy up.
Like, what I don't understand about deer and kangaroos.
Yeah.
What percentage of the world has a road on it? Like 0.0000000.
Why do they hang out by the road?
Get off the fucking road.
Are they attracted by the lights? Maybe?
I don't know, but you got the rest of the world.
And you'd think you'd have to be unlucky, especially at night, like to get hit. Because you drive along some of those country roads, you won't see another car for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So if you're a kangaroo and you're just there and you're bloody going over the bonnet, and you're thinking, oh, fuck, what are the odds?
What are the odds?
What was I thinking? I should have just gone to bed.
Yeah.
But I thought, nah, I'll fucking go chase Jenny. She was looking all right. I'm going to try to bang her. She went over the road. I went over after her.
Oh.
And this doesn't end up. The erection's gone down. I'm in fucking all sorts.
Yeah. Just
It's
get off
no
the road.
good. Get off the road.
I remember once me and my mate Boldy were backpacking across.
Do you reckon back in the day, like, this is going a bit weird areas, like if people were driving when Malat was around, go, look out for Ivan Malat. Just be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't know it was him, though,
They didn't know it was him
They didn't know it was
later,
him.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
If you were with Malat, it was probably too late.
It's too late.
Too late. Chances are. Malat. He was,
big hive. Big hive.
Not a good bloke.
Watch out for him.
Me and my mate Boldy were backpacking across Canada. And we used to always get picked up by all sort of misfits.
Yep.
Got picked up by this guy in this van. And anyway, we were driving till... It was like 3 a.m. He goes, mate, I'll just drive till I get tired. And he sort of had these beds in the back of the van. You slept in the back of this van. It was a huge van.
Jesus.
Huge van. And it was a bit weird, but it was 2 on 1. So we thought, we can, if something happens, we can take him. So
2 on 1. He's got 2 hands. He can
look after both.
He can jack us both off.
So we're in the. So it was real. Well, fuck, we're all nodding off like we're half asleep.
He's had his ADHD medication.
We're thinking this this bloke's going to fall asleep at the wheel here. This is getting hairy. So we're like, mate, let's just pull over and have a nap. We'll get up in the morning. He said, no worries. It's really dark. We're out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
So we've gone down this dirt track and gone about 100 metres down this dirt track and just pulled over in the side of the road, and it's pitch black.
Yeah.
I don't know if he didn't have high beams or whatever. We didn't really know what was around us,
Yeah.
where we were parking. We didn't have a great vibe of our bearings, and gone in the back. We're all asleep, so I was sleeping away. All of a sudden, hear this of a fucking train. Of the train. And we're just sat, we're going, did you park on a fucking train track? We have absolutely shit ourselves.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, this idiot's parked on a fucking train
Did he
track.
holler for a marshal?
No.
Marshal!
Marshal! Oh, mate, and it was too late. Like, we couldn't. We're in our fucking sleeping bags. We can't leave. We're just going, is this it? Is this how it ends?
Yeah.
And then, and just went past us.
Okay.
So
he wasn't on the track.
It wasn't on the track. We were about 10 metres away from the track. But I tell you what, we didn't know there was a track there. We shit our little backpack and panties. It was no good.
Yeah.
No good.
That's good. That's
Next,
good.
you got to...
Well, we've got a few little mentions, but one thing, we're down to one bar on the battery. We'll just keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it, and if it cuts out, we'll finish up quickly. We've got a few mentions, but there's a little one. There's just a little tidbit. Just a little tidbit.
Okay.
From, as you know, where I live. Me and Chris are the youngest people by 30 years. Maybe not that much, but pretty close.
Yep.
Pretty close. But
you live in a basically retirement village.
Technically, I think it's an unofficial retirement village.
Yep.
Like when we came in there, they're going, what are these young punks doing? Let's get them out of here. They're way too young for this place.
But then you use your charm and they love you.
Use me charm. I crack on to all the old ladies and the old blokes. I tell them I didn't shit my pants today, and they're impressed.
They're
impressed. They love it. They love it. So, and I was doing a bit of work for our neighbour over the road, Julie. I've done her place up. It looks great. Good to get back in the landscape and vibe. That was my first apprenticeship. Loved it. Loved it. So it's looking good. Looking good. And my neighbour Neil, he's the house up from us. He said he started looking at what I was doing at Julie's joint, and he was getting a bit, how's your father? I like what you're doing there, Evan.
Yep.
I like
Bit
that.
of neighbourly competitiveness.
I like you in the tight shorts, and do you want to come over and see if you can maybe do something at my place?
Okay.
Yeah, because he's ripped up, some bloke ripped up the garden. He sort of put other stuff down, said, doesn't look finished. Doesn't look finished. So
is Julie paying you for this work?
Julie's paying me.
Good.
Julie's paying me.
Should.
So, and that's the great thing, you know. You just got to walk over the driveway. So traffic's good. Traffic's good. Anyway, so Neilo, he said, come over and have a look. So I said, we could do this, we could do that. Maybe some pavers. We'll take out those stones and whatever else. He goes, yeah, okay. We'll discuss it later. Anyway, so I've gone inside. Day's done. All right, Evo's chilled out. He's relaxed. He's had a shower.
Yep.
He's sitting on the couch.
Yep.
He's watching. I don't know what I was watching.
He's chilling.
He's chilling, man. The day is done.
He's tuning mums.
He's drinking rums. He's tuning mums. That's what he's doing. And Neilo walks down the drive with his dog, takes it for a walk. I think he went to the letterbox. Nilo's walking back up with his dog and got the letters. And all of a sudden, I'm just drinking rums, churning mums on the couch, and I just hear a bit of a rustle at the security door.
Who's Russell?
No, I hear it here like.
Good one, Tom.
Well done, Tommy. 55 minutes in, you're sharp, mate. You're sharp.
It's not going to get any better than that. Let's finish this off.
So I hear a rustle of the. Jesus Christ! I thought maybe Neil's just going to knock on the door and ask about the garden or whatever, and then the big door comes out. And then a fucking dog starts walking in, and then old Neilo walks in, puts the letters on our little dresser thing, and I go, "G'day, mate, how you going?" He goes, "Oh, fuck, I'm in the wrong house."
Jesus, what a God, time for...
He goes, what are you doing? I said, lucky I wasn't having a wank, Neilo. You would have fucking seen it right up there, mate.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So
Neil Young, not Neil Young, Neil Old. He's lost his marbles.
Neil's lost the marbles.
Time for a straight jacket on Neil. It's time for Neil to go to the...
maybe go
the old people's home.
Yeah,
he's already there.
He's already
maybe
there. But maybe I don't know whether he got lost looking at the letters but he sort of skipped. Actually, went one too early and came into my joint. So
okay, I should just walk into his joint one time and
maybe I'll do
make
that.
a sandwich and go into a bog in his dunny and really make yourself at home.
So that was a bit of fun.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun, Neil.
It's good like that if you can, walk into your neighbour's joint. There's no hard feelings.
No.
That's good.
Should have just laid him out.
I should have, maybe. I thought you were an intruder, Neil. I thought you were an intruder.
Just knock him out.
Just get the baseball bat and hook into him.
Sorry, Neil. That's breaking and entering you.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. The brain damage, that won't heal, but you're all right. Anyway, so should we do a few mentions here?
Yeah, we're an hour. We're clocking on an hour. So we'll fly through this and finish off and get home.
So what I do want to say is one of our loyal listeners who came to the party late, but ever since then, and we're up to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Serious?
We are there. We are.
Oh, that's great news, mate. Really,
yeah, fucking loving that.
Really excited.
Really excited.
Correct me if I'm wrong, we spiked pretty quick at the end, did we?
I think when we were at about 50, we were going one episode.
Yeah, because
I reckon in the last 12 episodes we've gone up, and it's not amazing, but I guess it's something.
It's something.
It's something. And I think in this world you have to hang your hat on something.
It's like
every now and then.
It's like when GWS started.
Yes.
And they were shit.
They were.
And they couldn't win a game. And
Rubbish.
they were never going to win. They were basically an under 18s
They never
team.
were.
Kevin Sheedy had games within the games. So they would sometimes get beaten by 170 points, but they got something pressure things or clearances. So they had these little goals within the goals. So maybe this is all shit, but as long as we keep reaching our targets, we have little wins along the way.
We're doing all right.
As a whole, we're shit.
We're not good. We're not good, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right. So we have had a few. Fucking hell, where is this shit? Because Big D did hit us up. Big D
he's a good
hit
man.
us up. Where the hell did he hit? Here it is. Here it is.
Big D. Does he text you these or?
Yeah, through the Instagram, mate. Through the Instagram,
He's a good guy.
He's a bloody ripper, Big D. And
loves a cut and paste.
Wow, he hasn't done it this week.
Goodness me.
He hasn't done it, mate. He's put in his own words.
Good on you, Big
Just
D.
as you said to him.
Yep. For the last 63 episodes.
That's right, yeah. So here we go. Flat as a shit carter's hat.
Oh, here we go.
Remember that saying, Tom?
Do I ever?
Oh, yeah. You had no idea. We had no idea what it was.
We had no idea.
We didn't know what a shit carter was. Here we go. A shit carter was a person who removed pans from toilets and carried them on their heads with possibly a hat or a towel or a cushion to cushion the weight of the pan, sorry. So if you've got a pan full of shit on your head, you put...
Tell you what, if someone's telling me, mate, see that pan there filled with human shit.
Yep.
Can you take it out there? I'm not putting it on my head.
Wow.
I'm just carrying it normally.
You do think that, but maybe, and you think, what, that job, like
That's
what other jobs did you fucking miss out on to bloody get that job?
A shit carter.
A
What do you do
shit
yourself?
carter. Cart shit.
carter.
Well, technically, Kenny the
Yep.
Shane James, he's a shit carter,
It's
isn't
an
he?
apprenticeship. It wouldn't be 4 years to cart
I don't think 4 years, no. Maybe you got to learn a bit. No,
Just need a hat.
Just a hat or a
And
towel.
no pride.
No. Maybe some of the people at Katandra are shit carter. So, nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So he wrote that just for Tommy. And going back a couple of episodes, we were talking about dim sims.
Yeah. Oh, I had a couple of dimmies today with a hangover.
Oh,
3 steamed dimmies, thanks. Oh, the Vietnamese breath mints.
Vietnamese breath mints. I love it. Love it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That's great. So, and we were talking about where they originated from. I have some information about that if you want it. I said, go for it, Big D. Hit me up. He said, inspired by Chinese dumplings,
Yep.
dim sims originated in Melbourne, Australia, by a Chinese immigrant and were originally offered to miners in the 1800s. Written again for Tommy.
I must say, when I've travelled abroad, you don't come across many dim sims.
You don't, mate. You know why?
Why?
Because they originated in Melbourne by
did
Chinese. Yeah, didn't you just?
Oh, I'm on fire.
So you are good, but seriously, that is one of the things that it wouldn't have surprised me if you hadn't have listened to that.
Oh, that's the old Tom.
That's the old Tom.
Not pill popper. This is
So that's good. So thanks, Big D, for that. And I can feel you're getting a bit flat there, man. I can really feel you going downhill.
Am I?
I can
it's
feel
the 8 hours is running out. I'm bloody.
Yeah, okay. And
coming
here we
down.
go. Walshy hit us up because we asked, did he have any goalless games?
Oh, yep.
Yep. So contrary to what Tom thinks, I'm happy to advise of the bad times also. And I actually went goalless in Cairns once in my 169 games.
Once.
Had a mare at South Cairns in my first year up there and couldn't get near it. So
Wonder who played on him that day.
I don't know.
I like how he said had a mare, but didn't give the guy credit.
Didn't give the guy.
No. Yeah.
I just said he
It
couldn't
was
get
him.
near
It was
it.
just him. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I wonder if it was. Wonder how he played him. That guy should have. Other clubs could have hired this guy out to consult about how to keep him goalless. You know, you stand in front of him. Do you pinch him? Do you clock him in the back of the head? How do you keep that man goalless?
Yeah, I think AFL Cairns back in the early 2000s weren't really too fucking stressed about that.
Consultants.
I think they were just saying, how do we limit the damage? Maybe they could have though. How did you stop Walshy kicking goals? What did you do? Did you, say you had a small penis or something like that?
Yeah, imagine if there was just something. If there was something. If he did some homework and he found out something and just said, "Hey,
he's got a pimple on his right testicle."
Yeah.
Fuck! How'd they find out?
Yeah,
it was one of your teammates.
Yeah,
he's gone undercover.
Shake his hand, start the game. Hey, Walshy, I know you slept with that. Or just, slept with a cat at high school. And what? Where'd you? And then
I saw you.
If you get a kick today, I'm telling you.
I'm fucking telling the Cairns Post. Yeah.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
But a good effort.
A goat.
So
there we go.
Effort.
That's great.
If you're that guy that kept Walshy goalless, give us a call. We'd love to chat to you.
Find out what you said to him. What secret is he hiding?
What is Walshy's little dirty secret that kept him?
That's great. Yeah. That's great. And last one. Big last one. This is, like I said, before I got distracted, which usually happens.
Yep.
One of our loyal listeners was late to the party, but he's big on the YouTube. He loves a listen. The great Alan Crummy.
Crumbles.
The old crumb.
Dick.
What are the crumb sausages or crumb
chicken?
What are you crumb chicken?
Crumb.
What else do you
He'd have
crumb?
to be crummy, wouldn't he?
He's crummy.
Yeah, he'd have to be.
Yeah.
Crummy.
So Crummy came up from Benalla to the Seymour gig.
Crumbs.
Yeah, so I saw there was a bit of commenting on the Facebook during the day, and I got on stage and I totally forgot about all that.
Yep.
So about 25 minutes after the gig finished, bloody Crummy comes up to me. He goes, "Mate,
I'm Crummy."
I'm Crummy.
I'm like, who the fuck's Crummy? Who are you?
What's
Never heard of
going
you,
on?
mate.
But he came to the gig. He brought another mate. I can't remember him, but what was his name? I'm not too sure. No, his mate's name. Hang on. But anyway, Crummy, he's still playing football.
Good on you, Crummy.
He's still playing. He's in his 40s, mate.
Good on you, Crummy. You're a long time retired, Crumb Dick.
And he's a ranger. He's a fucking ranger. I love the man.
Can't have everything.
Anyway, so he played 2 games on Saturday. He played for bloody Greta or something, and
Gretel.
He played Hansel and Gretel. He played he played Masters in the, he played for Greta in the Ovens and King in the 2s.
Yeah.
And then he backed it up and played Masters in Benalla.
Good on you.
Yeah,
Crummy?
So Crummy's doing good. I said, how'd you pull up, mate? He said, started off well, kicked 2 goals in the first quarter. Thought, here we go, on for a big one. Ended up with 2 goals, 2 at the end. But we got the win. The Masters was a bit more social, but got B-O-G.
Be on G.
Be on G.
Be on G.
I'm bloody, I don't know what's happening here. BOG. Had a few blokes ask about the comedy night. Might try and organise something up there, mate. So
Bloody
that's
oath.
good.
Get down to Gretel.
Yeah, so thanks, Crummy. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Great to see you. On the weekend, he said if he can, he's going to try and get down to our shows during festival.
Oh, good on you.
And he had a great idea.
Well, if you make the trip, I'll give you a free ticket.
Yeah, that's what I said as well. Yeah.
If you come down, Crummy.
Yeah, bring a few mates. And he said what we should do for our 100th.
They can pay.
They can pay, yeah. What we should do for our 100th episode, we could do a live episode up around that. I reckon most of our listeners around that sort of Albury to, where do you reckon?
I don't know. I'm getting there were some listeners at Eden.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's one thing. And that was before the show. But I'm really pushing this.
Yep.
I'm starting to push this podcast after a show.
Me too.
Getting out there. I'm handing out the because I enjoy. You go. You've enjoyed the show, yeah. Well, you can listen to me every week.
Yep.
Listen to me every week. Doesn't have to end
63 episodes to catch up on.
63 hours of
I didn't do that at Katanga.
gold. Maybe not 63. Maybe 53 episodes of gold, 10 of
Dog shit.
real dog poo.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, we're trying to get out there, trying to get numbers up, and I think most of the listeners are all over the place.
They are. Yep. Okay, but that's something to think about.
Something to think about.
Yeah,
I reckon is that it?
That's another episode.
That's not
of
a
good
bad
bet.
ep.
That's not a bad ep.
Oh, it was good.
It was all right. Because I think last week you thought, wasn't that great? And I thought we were a bit worried about, because Kristen was in the other room.
I felt like
sort of
I
hot in
couldn't
there.
talk to.
It
It was a bad vibe.
My house in general?
No, not just. Well, I'd say
It's
now,
different.
I'd been to a wake that day,
that's
so I wasn't really in a real fun
jovial
mood, to be honest.
mood.
So I was as flat as a
Shit card as
shit
that.
card as that, and I just thought it was a bit flat. But you got to bounce back, and I think we've bounced back.
I think we've
today.
done all right there.
I think we've done well. Lots of different.
I think
topics.
we need to stop it right now, though.
Yeah,
because
but
we're jabbering on.
If you start
What, you got
talking
something?
about how good it is, it might not be good.
Yeah, that's it.
If you have to, no, I was going to talk about how I've reinvented the English language, but that can wait till next week. That'll
All right.
keep them hanging.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because I've reinvented the English language.
That's
everyone.
great. That's great. So remember, Tommy and my shows kicks off in a week. Thursday, the 21st of April. It's at the Rubber Chicken.
Get down there.
Get down there. Tommy's show's at 7:30. Mine's at 9 o'clock. And then we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're filming on Sunday. So maybe if you want to come down, have a few brews, because they're earlier. When's your show? 2. Mine's at 3:30. We're filming for a bit of content.
Anzac Day the next day, so you can get on the cans. You don't have to go to work.
Get on it.
Feel like I did today.
And get amongst it. Tell your friends. Give it a rating. Give it a review. Get on the YouTube. Give it a like. Give it a share. Do all that stuff. Hit us up.
Give us something.
Really good banter at gmail.com. And I reckon that's it.
That's it.
Tommy.
That's one in the bag. Have a great week, everyone.
Say good banter. Rummy.